My dog is currently joining us for the video. So as you can tell, I decided to wear my Shane Dawson munch because I finally have munch, and I could put on my Shane Dawson sunglasses as well, but I want to see, and I can't see because I have these little things. But I put on my Shane Dawson munch because, as you can see from the title of this video, this is a Shane Dawson related video. I have been waiting since he uploaded this Wednesday to not watch this video. Oh boy, has it been so tempting to do this. But we are going to be reacting to Shane Dawson confronting his father. Like, I watched the first two videos. My dog is interrupting me. Now, I got this idea of reacting right after I watched him talking to his mom about his father, which is why I'm not doing all three videos, because I've already seen the first two, and I figured, hey, the third one where he's actually confronting his father has got to be probably the most popular one. Well, not the most popular, but like the biggest part of this series that he did last week. Well, this week, you're seeing this on Friday. And so I decided, why not just post my reaction to him confronting his dad, since it will also be like the first time we see his father, and the first time, like, I've seen the thumbnail, I know what his father looks like, but it's like the first time we actually see his father and who his father is, because if you've been watching Shane for as long as I have, you know his father is like a bad guy, and like he might not be a bad guy. That's what people think. Like, my dad left, just walked out. My dad walked out literally 2 times. I think not even 3 months apart from each other. So like, I can have some really bad thoughts. Well, I used to anyway. I have family who watches, so they have like bad thoughts. It wasn't like bad thoughts. It was more like, I have been hurt. I have been feeling hurt. I have been feeling like I was abandoned, even though I know I probably wasn't, and it wasn't all on me. But like, it's just this thing. Especially like when you, like me, you grew up like a daddy's girl. A daddy's girl. No matter the age you are, I don't think you could ever know like how you really are going to react to that type of stuff. I'm going way off topic. That's like one other video right there. Let's get on with reacting to the video, guys. And I never said this, but hey, guys. It might be like 4 minutes into the video or something, but I still remember the hey, guys. Buy my merch link down below.
So I want to do a video where I talk to Dad.
Okay, I think that's a good idea.
Oh my God.
But if you go through it, hon, you have your dad's face.
Seeing my dad hold my mom's face and how happy they were, like, really fucked me up. I think she misses him. Alright, I'm gonna go inside, and tomorrow's the big day. Okay, so today's the big day. I did not sleep at all. Because I don't really know what to expect. I mean, first of all, my dad has never been on camera before. I don't even think he understands what a YouTuber is. Second of all, I don't even know what to say. Like, where do you start that conversation? Like, oh, hey Dad, why do you think we didn't have a relationship? And, wanna have one now? Like, oh, this is gonna be... I wrote down some things on my phone, just in case, like, I don't know what to say. Things like, how did you feel about the divorce? Why do you think we never really connected? And where do we go from here? But I don't want it to seem scripted, and I don't want to, like, I don't know, this is so weird. Okay, alright, we're just gonna do it. I'm not gonna plan it out. I'm not gonna stress about it. That's a lie. I'm gonna stress about it. I'm freaking out. I'm sweating. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I just really want it to go well.
Hi, sweetie, it's Mom. I know that you were planning your evening with your father and heading out, and I just want to let you know that I'm thinking of you, and I'm just confident, honey, that it's going to be a wonderful experience for you and your father. And on a funny note, you're breaking them into the video world, so tell them good luck. And I know you're just going to have the best time. And, you know, hon, just tell them I remember the good times, too. Okay? I love you so much, honey. Bye-bye.
Oh my god. Ah, wow, this is a lot. Okay. We're gonna keep driving and this is so I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm doing it. This is so much. Are you okay?
I'm feeling too much.
See, okay, at least I feel at home. There's a big trash can. Okay, so I think it's about half a mile up there. I feel so weird right now. You're like me. I feel weird because I know this is going to be good. I know it's good. Like, I've seen my dad before. It's not like I haven't seen him in like 10 years or something. I've seen him and we've just never really talked about everything.
I feel anxious for you. You're projecting.
All right.
You ready?
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Wait, is that it? Is that him? That looks like the one from when I was a kid. Is that it? No, that wasn't it. That's so weird. That literally looks just like the one from when I was a kid.
This one right here.
Is this it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, I see him.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I see him too. Oh my god. I'm scared. This is so weird. I'm sorry. I'm scared. I don't want to like shove a camera in his face. How do I do this? I don't want to be like,
I mean, listen, at the end of the day, he knows you're a YouTuber.
I don't know if he knows what that is. Or like if he gets it, you know? Oh my god.
You ready?
No. Okay, alright, let's do it. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so, hi. So, the reason I'm doing this is because I just want to talk to you about some things and also just kind of understand you and, you know, hopefully just figure out how to, like, move on and, like, really connect with each other more.
I agree.
I've talked about you a lot on YouTube over the last 10 years. At the time, I felt like I was just, you know, venting whatever. And then as I've grown up, I've looked back and been like, oh, I didn't think about how it would affect you. Did you see those videos?
I did see the videos.
No, you didn't, like, tell me to take them down or anything. You didn't, like, reach out.
Mainly because I didn't know how to get a hold of you. And I didn't want to make it worse. And I knew that you were venting. I knew that you were struggling with life in general. And I figured a time would come when we could talk about it.
The whole thing that I've realized is that I looked at my childhood like you were this, like, quiet, angry guy who didn't like me or didn't understand me or any of that. As I've grown up and talked to Mom, I realized that you were probably just in a bad relationship and weren't in a place to have another kid and deal with that. I mean, is that kind of accurate?
There's some truth to it. And I think, unfortunately, people don't realize what happens between adults does affect the kids. And it's just the way it happens sometimes.
I guess what I want to also know is, like, the divorce. So for me, I took Mom's side because she's my mom and you know. But she said in my video that she did some bad stuff too. You mentioned something about her telling you something, and she said it's okay to talk about.
Well, what you have to understand is your mother was my whole life. And as a matter of fact, I think I probably concentrated on your mother more than I concentrated on you kids because I loved her so much. And I remember sitting one night and telling her that I just wanted to be with her 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And did she feel that way? She didn't say anything at first, and then she finally said no. And I thought, well, she doesn't understand the question. So I rephrased it. I said, well, let me put it this way. I know we can't do this because it's life, but the way I feel in my heart is I just want to be with you 24/7. Don't you feel that way? And she said, no, I don't. And I need to find myself. And inside of me just crumbled at that point. I mean, I just thought, what have I been living a lie for 17 years then? Because I thought that she held me in the same esteem as I held her. And we grew up together. I mean, we were kids. We were young when we got married, way too young to get married. And I thought we were friends, you know, and I guess it was things she wasn't telling me. So I don't know what I could have done differently. You know, leaving wasn't a good thing, probably.
Wow. You know what? I'm actually going to see if Rylan can hold the camera because I feel like I'm having trouble focusing. Okay.
Do I look at the camera or do I look at you?
Me.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a problem connecting with you. I felt like you didn't know how to talk to me, or maybe you would get annoyed with me, or maybe I was too much, or I remember I used to like put towels on my head and pretend like it was a wig, and just like a lot of crazy things, and I felt like maybe, I don't know, I just felt like maybe you didn't get it.
No, unfortunately or fortunately, I saw a lot of myself in you. I remembered a lot of the things I went through as a child, and a lot of the problems I had. I didn't want you to have to go through the same thing. I acted out a lot of things. I mean, I was dramatic, you know what I mean? And I would yell and I'd scream and I would make faces and I did all kinds of stuff. But I also didn't want you to get picked on at school, you know, and in life in general. So, I mean, yeah, I was a little strict with you because of that. But I always loved you. I mean, I always loved all you kids.
That's another thing I was always wondering. Like, I don't know where I got my sense of humor from, or the fact that I want to make movies, all this stuff. Because nobody on my mom's side is like that. We've never talked about it. Are you like that?
Oh, yeah. And I have a weird sense of humor, and I get in trouble for it. But, you know.
Like what?
Well, the other day we were sitting at the supermarket, and this lady gets out of her car, and she's got like an ass and a half. I mean, really bad. And I was teasing, and I told Ray, I said, you know, I don't ever want to hear you complain about your butt. Because look at that. That's an ass and a half right there. And I felt bad because I left my phone in the cart, and she got the cart that I had. And so we get back to the motorhome, and it's like, where's my phone? That was a nice lady. She turned the phone in. And I felt so bad about what I said. But that's what I'm saying. I have
Did she find it in her ass?
She found it. She might have. No, it's possible.
Yeah, I think even now more than ever, like I look back and like I think about how you're probably feeling, and if anybody should have been there with me while I'm doing all these creative things, it's you. You know, because like you actually are into that shit. Maybe even been more into it than Mom was. You know.
You know, especially when we went to your movie preview, you know, and I felt like I was just, you know, I got drugged there because I'm your dad, you know, but I felt like I should have been part of all the stuff that you were doing. It is what it is. I can't go back. That's what you find out when you're an adult, you know. You can't go back. So that's where I'm at.
Do you like eating?
Oh, I love to eat. You can't
Me
tell.
too. Wait, what's your favorite food?
I like pizza, bacon. You could wrap a dog turd with bacon and I'd probably eat it.
Same.
Yeah, if I'm feeling like, you know, I want to be a good boy, I'll have carrot cake because it's a vegetable, you know.
Wait, do you like Taco Bell?
Yeah.
What's your order?
Well, I just do the tacos. I can get a whole rack of tacos and just go park somewhere and eat them.
I know where I got that from now.
Dad.
All right, let's eat. Let me see if I can...
This is a barbecue.
Okay.
It's dirty. I will clean it a little bit, but not too much because you want a little bit of that flavor.
So keeping it dirty makes it better.
Yeah, it's like a coffee cup. Don't wash your coffee cup because it's got to have all that crap in there to really give it some good flavor. My teacup has fur in it. Okay.
Wait, I have a question. Have you ever peed in one of your coffee cups and poured it down the sink?
Yeah, unfortunately, I have.
That's what I do!
Well, see, the bad thing is I had a soda pop sitting there. I peed in it, put it back, went out, came back, and I was thirsty to grab it. Man, this tastes really bad. It is bitter. It is gross.
I have a bottle of tea next to my bed. It's been there
There's
for...
a jug right next to my bed right now, actually. I come out at night and I jump behind the fireplace.
We're gonna do that together.
Yeah.
Well, I've left a million times to say I'm better off alone, and I've found a million times your love has always felt like home. I'll go anywhere you want to. Off the corners of the world, 'cause I'm not there without you. Do something about you, and I lost without you.
We were talking about something before I turned the camera on that I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like an analogy. Explain it, because I can't
Well,
say it.
it's, my life, I had to start over again, in my relationship and everything. And it's like building an old car. You get the old car put together, but there's still a piece missing. And that piece was Shane. And when he finally came back, it's like having that fender that was missing and putting it on the car. And it's on the car, but it still needs a little work, but thank God it's on the car. To me, that makes my life a little bit more complete, because now the missing part, Shane, is back on the car.
Oh. Another thing. Now, I'm going to play some drama music, because I feel like this could be drama. So before I came here, I went to Mom's, and I told her I was doing a video with you. Mom took out all of her photo albums. But then I got to a couple pictures that I just wanted more clarification on. Okay, so this first one I found, I want you to explain it and how it happened.
Okay.
Was this a hobby of your guys's, or?
Well, we were young, and it was exciting, And actually, I looked a whole lot better than I do now. But,
wait, are you saying there's pictures of you?
There should be.
Well, I did found this one.
Yeah. We were a normal young couple,
I'm gonna need to go back to therapy after this.
Probably.
Probably.
Alright. Show it to me. Where is it?
It's under the bed.
Oh my god. Oh, you've modified it? I have the same exact thing in my room.
I got the handle so I can reach down and grab it at night. I know where it's at.
Wow.
Worst thing is dropping it.
I love reconnecting with my family. Alright, so it's the end of the night, and in all honesty, like, not joking, I definitely feel like we talked about a lot of stuff today. A lot of it was off camera, but a lot of it was on camera, and I don't know. I feel closer.
Well, definitely. I feel closer to Shane. I understand more, and you understand more, and I think we cleared the air.
Is there anything that you wanted to do when I was a kid that you didn't get to do? Is there anything you missed out on, or?
I don't know, like 10 years of your life? Yeah.
Me too.
Okay, Shane. Glad you got my good looks. Well, kind of.
Okay, so I just got home. That went so much better than I was expecting. And it's so crazy how much I didn't know about my dad. I had no idea that I got my sense of humor from him. We laughed so much today. I'm just really happy. So hopefully if you're watching this and you have some people in your life who you really want to reconnect with, you'll find the courage to do it, because I promise it's worth it. This, it sounds crazy, but this changes my life. Like, I consider right now, today, the start of a new life. Okay. I'm gonna go. This has gotten way too dramatic. I'm just really happy this went well. Whew, it would have been really awkward if it didn't. Alright, you guys. Thank you for being with me on this very bizarre journey. Next time I see you, I promise, it'll be in a funny video. Happy holidays.
I'll go anywhere you want to. Off the corners of the world, 'cause I'm not there without you. Do something about you, and I'm lost without you.
Thumbnail.
Dad, if you're watching this, just to show you I wasn't lying, I got one too.
I'm done. Now for a little talking about it. I liked this video. I liked that Shane reconnected with his father after, trying to figure out what he did wrong, what happened, after what he had mentally put on his father. He reconnected and he found closure and he found a way to move on with his life. And I respect that. I would love to have done that. Well, to do that, but I can't. And it pains me that I can't just now that I'm older, put closure towards my father. I could only put closure on my side. I don't think I never talked about this really on this channel, and this video had literally just taken a turn to the truth about my dad. But January 1st, 2012, for New Year's Eve, going into 2012, my mom and I and a friend, we went to go see my grandmother, I want to say. We went to visit, we were living in like Clearwater, and we went to visit South Florida to go see my grandmother and like just like spend time with her. And I mean, like, to me, being like about like 11, 12-ish, I was either 11, 12, or 13. I don't exactly remember the exact age. But I was like, before I was even a preteen, before I started like hitting puberty and all that. So like, hey, it's a trip. It's a trip to go see family. It's like a trip for me. And then I remember it clear as day. The coming back at night. And you know how like you have like long car trips, especially when you were a kid, and you just fell asleep in your car as like your mom or your dad or someone was driving, and I fell asleep. It was really late. I got woken up by my mom to tell me that my dad was gone. And of course, like back in like November, this happened again. Like I think came home from school or something, and my grandmother, my dad's mom, was helping my dad pack all his stuff out and like move out. He ended up coming back this time. So I feel like this second time I mentally was like hoping he would be coming back because it happened once again. And I grew up a daddy's girl. Like, I was daddy's little girl. I was like, my dad was probably like my favorite person ever, if looking back at it. So it was painful to me to see like someone I loved so much, someone I put so much heart and love into, just walk out. And I remember feeling so broken about it. My God, here come the tears. I don't think I've ever actually cried on camera on this channel. And then my dad passed away September of that same year. And the last time I actually saw him was before 2012. The last time I talked to him was the month before he died, which was the time I called him on my birthday, around my birthday. And it was the last time I talked to him. And I still remember the conversation to this day. I don't think I'm ever going to forget that. And if I do, I'm going to be so upset with myself. And I feel like everyone will say, the last conversation that you share with someone you love, you're going to regret it. If it's something, especially if it's unexpected like this, and you just, sometimes you just want to go back and you just want to change the words, and you want to like say stuff that you didn't say, and it hurts so much, but you know you can't, and you know it's probably too late, and you, no matter how much you say it, and to like the person, even like them up in heaven, they're up wherever you believe, like somewhere, like say it out loud, hope they hear it, and like you just wish you said it to them, and you wish you were able to give more love than you ever gave. And it's painful growing up, having all this hate towards a parent, and then they die, and you realize you regret the hate, you regret ever being upset over one little thing, because when they die, if you never got that closure, I'm saying is, I'm glad Shane got the closure, because if you don't get the closure and it gets too late, you get so regretful about it. And I really wish that I was able to do what Shane did, but I was never able to be able to become an adult, get older, realize what could have happened, and then never actually get to talk to them again, never actually get to see them again, and be like, hey, this is so dumb. And I just want to say, if you guys have like a parent that died, like you had to deal with the loss of a parent, or you had to deal with something like this, with a parent leaving, with a parent dying, it's okay. You're not alone. The first time I ever didn't cry over my dad dying was his anniversary of his death last year. It was the only time I actually went through the entire day without crying about it. Without at least crying, like even if it was just crying for 10 minutes, crying for like 5 minutes, being upset, being depressed for the day. It was the first time that I didn't cry. Like, yes, I missed him. I missed my dad, but I felt so proud in the moment of realizing at the end of that day that I went the entire day without feeling sad about what had happened, without feeling like I was going to just break down. I liked this video Shane did. I liked the idea, and I like the idea of the series so much. I like the fact that he's bringing people from his past and he's reconnecting with them and he's sharing it with us. And even if it's something like this, like with his dad, he brought us into him reconnecting with them. He introduced us to his father and he showed us who his father actually was. I love you all so freaking much, and I hope you have a very... I forgot my outro. I hope you have a very fantastic day.